Hello and welcome back to my Le Mans previews. We're on to number 3 of 4 and today we're going to look at LMP2. So we're going to have to kick off with who's not at Le Mans. This class has had more changes than I have cooked hot dinners. At the moment, let me just check, it is currently sitting at a total of 17 entries. This is on the 8th of June, because who knows, it could change again before now. In the last couple of days, the Millennium Racing efforts, which was going to be run by Delta ADR, that has had to pull out because of financial issues. Kind of expected because they weren't at test day and they've struggled. I don't think they've actually taken part in a WEC race so far this year, so as I say, expected, but a real shame for them. The engineers behind that team will no doubt have worked very hard back in the factory, but if the money's not there, they can't race. Another group of engineers who've undoubtedly worked damn hard in the lead up to Le Mans this year, but sadly won't be there either, are the Stracker Racing boys. So they were planning to come to Le Mans with a brand new LMP2 car which hadn't run before, co-engineered with Dome Racing. Unfortunately, they had a crash in testing, I think about 2 weeks ago as I'm recording this, so they won't be there, but it's good to hear that they're still going to take part in the rest of the WEC season after they've had the post-Le Mans break, and I really do hope that they get back into LMP2. They're a great team, Stracker Racing. They've done some great stuff over the last couple of years, and the car looks great. It has run, it's running shakedown testing, but they've had this crash. They only had one chassis, so they're not going to be there, unfortunately. So getting on to who is actually going to be there, as I say, there are a total of 17 LMP2 entries. And first of all, let's look at the guys who are in contention for proper World Endurance Championship points. Now, due to the financial troubles of teams in the WEC for LMP2 at least, it's running great guns in, say, ELMS and stuff like that. We're down to 4 cars which will be key or scoring key points for the WEC. So we'll kick off with the number 26, that's the G-Drive Racing Morgan LMP2, driven by Roman Rusanov, Olivier Pla and Julien Canal. The 27, another car which has had issues financially, mainly because S&P are a Russian bank. I'm not going to go into that, but we all kind of know what's going on there. But their car's driven by Sergei Zlobin, ex-F1 racer Mika Salo, and another Russian guy, Anton Ladygin. I've probably said that wrong, but that's what his name looks like. It says Ladygin. Anyway, so those 2 cars will really be looking to have good finishes, maybe taking things a little bit more carefully through the race to ensure that they get some points, because as it's such a small group of cars that are actually competing in the WEC, and it's double points, remember, for Le Mans, if one of those cars could get, say, a podium, they really could put the stamp on getting a LMP2 victory. As I said, there's 4 cars, so let's look at the other 2. The 37 is another SMP Racing car, which at the moment the entry it's another Ladygin, Kirill Ladygin and Nicholas Manassian. If you heard my Formula E video, I really rate Nicholas Manassian, and the trio is made up of Maurizio Mediani. I'd say that's the best of the 4 WEC cars, and I'd say right now that's probably going to get a podium if it keeps itself out of trouble. The 4th WEC car is the KCMG car. A good amount of money behind this, so they should have a good Le Mans, and once again, WEC car will be looking to make good progress. That's driven by Matthew Howson, Richard Bradley and Alexander Imperatori. For me, it's going to be between the G-Drive Racing car, because that's won the 2 LMP2 class victories so far this year, and I say the Nick Manassian car. But of course there's a lot of other cars competing for the LMP2 class honours, and with no WEC points to go for, we'll probably have more of a push towards it. Car to look out for is the number 42. The Greaves Motorsport ran Caterham sponsored machine. Tom Kimber-Smith, really strong LMP2 driver, is leading that team with Chris Dyson, another experienced guy, an American guy, and Matthew McMurray, who is 16 years old. I'll say that again, 16 years old, and he's driving an LMP2 car in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I wish him the best of luck. He's undoubtedly got a lot of talent if some people are trusting him with an LMP2 car. Really level-headed kid as well. I've had a little watch on his YouTube channel. He really seems like he knows what he's doing. So keep an eye out for that car. I mentioned back in the test day video the Ligiers, in particular the number 35 Oak Racing car driven by Alex Brundle, Jan Mardenborough and Mark Strelitsky. Yeah, it's kind of still that reliability thing. If they can keep that car reliable, that could have a really good chance of winning, because that's, for me, probably got the strongest lineup of a trio of drivers in LMP2. Lastly, I'll also mention the 38 Jota Sport car run by Simon Dolan, F3 star from last year, Harry Ticknell, and Mark Genet, ex F1 driver. That's another car that could do very, very well, and another very experienced LMP2 squad running it. So that's LMP2. Similar to GTE AM, there's so many cars in it, I haven't been able to mention them all, so go check out the entry list, say who you think's going to do well in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a like, subscribe as well to know when my LMP1 video comes out. I've been Andrew the Blade, and I'll catch you guys later.